Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on a funeral elegy. We're getting pretty close to the end. We're going to look at lines 499 to 522 today. And in yesterday's lines, the author was talking about the fact that Sir William Peter was such a good man that he died once, but he's going to live twice. Once as a good person in his actual body, the life that he lived, but then his name and his reputation for goodness will live on into eternity, and nothing can ever deprive him of that, like of that second life of being remembered as a good man. And line 499 says, "And had the genius which attended on him been possibility to keep him safe against the rigor that hath overgone him, he had been to the public use a staff, leading by his example in the path which guides to doing well, wherein so few, the proneness of this age to error, hath informed rightly in the courses true. And then the loss of one, whose inclination strove to win love in general, is sad. So especially his friends, in soft compassion, do feel the greatest loss they could have had. Amongst them all, she, who those 9 of years lived fellow to his counsels and his bed, hath the most share in loss. For I, in hers, feel what distemperature this chance hath bred. The chaste embracements of conjugal love, who in a mutual harmony consent, are so impatient of a strange remove, as meagre death itself seems to lament, and weep upon those cheeks which nature framed to be delightful orbs, in whom the force of lively sweetness plays, so that ashamed, death often pities his unkind divorce." So there's a couple things going on here. The first little bit is, once again, Sir William Peter is so awesome, and maybe if he had gotten to live a little bit longer, he could have shown more people how to be awesome. But then he switches the focus to the people who are grieving for Sir William Peter, saying, you know, it's hard to lose a friend, especially a friend who was such a good person. You know, everybody is very acutely feeling his loss in this room, but probably nobody more so than his wife of the last 9 years. You know, they shared a life, they shared a bed, they shared a love, they shared all of this, and it's through her grief that the author is able to see just how missed Sir William Peter is, and maybe even how valued he was as part of the community. And it talks at the end about, you know, her grief is so sharp and so rich, and her tears so pitiful, that even death might be saying, whoops, I took him too soon. So that's kind of where those lines end, and come on back tomorrow for more to see where it picks up and where it goes before we get to the end of this poem. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.